there is no one sitting in a governmental superior office that's not born again, that is not using ungodly power. There is no one. Okay, you wait. Do you realize during election, what you don't know, because I've seen it, some of them even go and meet witches. They know you can't win without a spirit. They know it. I challenge Tanzanian government to sue CNN. Sue CNN. Yeah. If it's not true, sue CNN. Sue them. Because they have defamed your name, right? Why should people die because I need to go to power? Why should people die? If people don't want you, rest in peace. Why do you need to force yourself on people? If you have done the right work, let the people be the judge, for God's sake. That if true to it, that's what happened in Tanzania. What a shame to Africa. And I want the Kenyan government, wait until you are called for your mother's body. You wait. You wait. Now we are talking stupidly. Wait until 20. Now, I already saw 2027. Natembea was almost killed. Some of you set things up and shoot yourself. One day the guy will forget and shoot you in the head. You know, let me tell you Kenyans, this game that these people play, don't enter. In the night they talk, they share deals, they share contacts. A lady was shot at the back, 3 months pregnant. Did you see that? 3 months. You fool. You kill for leaders. When they leave office, where will you be? You destroy 50 years. 5 years. You fool. That's why I'm putting pressure on our president. And many of you cannot understand the difference between truth and hate. I don't hate him. I expect better from him. Administration you are used to is politicians. Me, I don't have time. This is why I don't follow any politician. If God tells me to do something in this nation, I don't need any politician. I'm telling you the truth. Angels are ministering. They are political spirits. Spirits that hold. They are called principalities. They hold territories. You just sit there and negotiate. Those that are not fallen angels, they are realms. They are called principalities. Now, those are the rank of angels that fell. Powers, dominions, archangels, seraphims, cherubims. They are realms. And there is what they control. They are angels that are in control of universes. This is how the structure of the demonic realm gets results. Listen to me, there is no one sitting in a governmental superior office that's not born again, that is not using ungodly power. There is no one. Okay, you wait. Do you realize during elections, our leaders wear anything? Hijab, cross. Wewe nichukie, shauri yako. Mimi naisema venye iko. They wear hijab. Do you realize it? They wear what? Now, what you don't know, because I've seen it, some of them even go and meet witches. They know you can't win without a spirit. They know it. Either it is the spirit of God, but it has to be a spirit, or the spirit of darkness. It has to be a spirit. No one wins by votes. No. Votes are directions that the spirit directs people. It's a spirit that rises people to direct them. No one wins by vote. Okay. The first one is what? Magicians. The second one, of Egypt, wise men. Now, stop. Do you remember when Jesus was born? Who are the first people to locate him? Preachers, Christians, temple, Pharisees and Sadducees. Who located him? I've seen so many people preach at the wisdom of God. So I saw the Larry Mado issue and how people have been murdered. Now let me explain something. It's not Larry Mado. When there is a spirit. Let me explain how God works. Many of you think that God needs to be visible. When God wants to drive an agenda, he can convince a man that's not born. You're not listening to me. Now, the problem is, if you start a WhatsApp group and speak about what happened in Tanzania, you go on TikTok. Your mother and your father will not join it. So what God does, he impresses someone like Pharaoh to have a dream because he intends to save the world. You're not getting it. So it's not about whether he's born again or not. It's not about Larry Madowo goes to church or not. Larry Madowo has the influence, and all things work together. All things. Satanists, atheists, Christians, believers, unbelievers, Jews, Gentiles, Muslims, they are all under God. So God can look and say, based on what I want to do, who has the influence? And then he says it's Larry. Then he begins to put, did you read that word? His spirit was disturbed. So God begins to was Pharaoh a Jew? But was his spirit disturbed? That's what God does. God doesn't only work with Christians. God works with his will. So he begins to disturb the spirit. The man doesn't even know why. How comes? You are not getting it. And then God makes sure that he announces you on the highest realm, CNN. Don't play with God. When God wants you, he will establish something around you. It will bring you back on your knees. If what we saw is true, all those bodies, I pray that the ICC should rise. What if what we saw, I cried yesterday in the night when I saw it. Now, to someone else, they can see and say, now let me show you how you know your spirit is not disturbed. Is the answer you give after. You say, you need propaganda. How do you say something of that nature is propaganda? When bodies, then if it's not true, I challenge Tanzanian government to sue CNN. Sue CNN. Yeah. If it's not true, sue CNN. Sue them. Because they have defamed your name, right? Defamation is a problem. Sue them. I challenge you, Suluhisho. Suluhu. I challenge you to sue CNN. I challenge you. You know, for you, your spirit is not stirred up. So you think I speak like you. Me, when I see injustice, my spirit becomes agitated. Why should people die because I need to go to power? Why should people die? If people don't want you, rest in peace. Why do you need to force yourself on people? If you have done the right work, let the people be the judge, for God's sake. Me sina time ya kukwambia, you know, ever since I came to power, I have built 4 roads. Can't you see the roads? You will know them by their fruit. If truly I've done the work, my fruits will speak for me. I don't need to be a politician and every time I'm shouting about what I've done. What I've done will talk. That if true to it, that's what happened in Tanzania. What a shame to Africa. And I want the Kenyan government not to be involved. I saw Mudavadi, our minister, speaking about it. He was asked, why did you congratulate? You can see the way he's mumbling it is what. He doesn't even know what he's saying. I want to congratulate you for successfully. There was no success in that win. Which government, even Trump, has he ever gotten 98%? Now you're going to hear, because this is the part they will cut. And then the foolish Christians. And I call them fool because a fool says in his heart. It's a biblical one. They say, stick to the gospel. Mambo ya siasa wacha. And then they think they are so deep. Do you even see the size of the mouth when they are speaking? They think they have gathered so much wisdom to speak like that. Wait until you are called for your mother's body. You wait. You wait. Now we are talking stupidly. Wait until 20. Now, I already saw 2027. And I'm talking about in the spirit. Just look at the little the MCA, what do you call it? The minor, what do you call that? Is that by election? Natembea was almost killed. Now, whether it is him setting up his goons, I said he was almost killed. Whether it is his people or it was other people. You can't be blaming government or what. You people know what you are doing. Stop trying to use sympathy. Some of you set things up and shoot yourself. One day the guy will forget and shoot you in the head. Because many people just like sympathy. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying whether it is it or not. Nyinyi munakulananga, nyinyi ndio munajua. You know, let me tell you Kenyans. This game that these people play, don't enter. In the night they talk, they share deals, they share contacts. Ni nyinyi tu tunaachangwa hapa kama mang'ombe kukamuliwa tu maziwa. We're just left here like cows. Our work is just to give vote. Then they wait for you for 5 years for the udder. Do you know when you are milking a cow? And then when the milk is finished, the udder is loose. But in the morning when you come again, the udder is full. So they wait for 5 years for udder to be full. Then we are milked again. Not this time. We are not willing to die for anyone. We are willing to live for God and for generations. No more again. Those of you playing tribal cards, I challenge Tanzania, if it is not true, sue. Kenya will present Madowo. Kenya, so we will present him. Yeah, Kenya is willing to present Larry. Sue him if it's not true. But if it is true, we will shout. Forget those of you Tanzanians. I saw a sheikh in Tanzania saying, ati sijui ni wa Kristo analeta. Tutaleta. Oh, and then someone today in the morning was saying, why is Kenya so involved? What is it you have we are involved? We are involved in injustice. What do we want in your nation? We want good leadership for people. Do you have to be a Kenyan for you to... Yani, you are telling me... Okay, let me ask you a question. No. It will bring fight. No. But you know the question I want to ask you. If your spirit is disturbed, call men of God. If Larry did the wrong thing, but I can tell you, why did it God? You, Joseph, I even hear how you speak in tongues. Have you ever heard Larry speak in tongues like that? After Menson Siladi, God did not give you an opportunity to speak about Tanzania. There is nothing much you can do. So God goes to Larry. But there are things God will give you an opportunity and Larry cannot do anything. Do you understand how it works? What it means that God is in love with his will more than his people. And anyone that will fulfill it will be protected by him. God loves his will. His will. He says, I found a man after my heart. He did not find a man after a man. The issue is not the man. The issue is the heart of God. He wants God's will done. And it is such a shame. All those leaders have congratulated what happened in Tanzania. I know there is a political angle to it. But let me tell you, when it comes to life and death, put tribes aside, put politics aside. These are people. Someone is saying, not many people died, is 20. Even one person. Did you not check in the Bible that heaven, angels rejoice over one person? If one person can make all of heaven rejoice, why should one death? Larry is lying. It is not 2,000 people, it is 20. So you are saying 20 is little. You are saying 20 is little. That's what you are saying. And how comes among those 20, there is no relative of these people? A lady was shot at the back, 3 months pregnant. Did you see that? 3 months. You saw the bullet. You know, I saw the bullet enter that lady. 3 months. So you have not just killed her. You have killed a generation. In the police task force, there is something called, if you have ever had a gun, when you are given a gun, there is something called de-escalation. The purpose of a gun is to protect before kill. The last thing you do with a gun is to kill. But the original intent of a gun is to protect. What made the police shoot this way? The goal is to scare, not to tear. Because that bullet found that woman here, that means the shot was aimed at people and it was a live bullet. You fool. You kill for leaders. When they leave office, where will you be? You destroy 50 years 5 years. You fool. That's why I'm putting pressure on our president. And many of you cannot understand the difference between truth and hate. I don't hate him. I expect better from him. He is the president of the EAC, right? East Africa Community. Summon these people. You have the power. And then the matter will just be spoken, politicized, and everything will be left. Wa Kenya, tuacheni. Bloggers of government. There is no Tanzania speaking like that. And if you are a useless Tanzanian. Go to Mexico. Don't play when people's lives are. Forget parties when it's about people's lives. Forget parties, forget religions. My spirit is stirred up. And guess what? I did not call magicians. I have men around me you don't know. Forget you church people. There are men I can't say publicly. Men that advise me. I can't say. Before you see me go for something, you know there is heavy advice around me.